Oh, Ella's behavior analyst just dropped off this special gift for you for National Autism Awareness Day. Here, sit down. I want to read it. What's it say? What's it say? Let's read it. A typical day at Bass.
The day I lost my tooth.
That's right.
To play outside.
You do. Look, this is all the things you can do.
Look.
Oh, those are notes from your teachers. What's it say?
Thank you for being a part of the Bass family.
Oh, that's a book for you. How stinking sweet is that? It could make me cry. I was like, oh my God. If you guys aren't familiar, I was talking with Mom earlier on the podcast. If you haven't checked out our podcast, link it down below. I'm not gonna post the whole thing here this time, so if you do wanna listen to the whole thing, you can definitely check it out over on Anchor, Spotify, Apple. We get into some juicy details, but we did talk about World Autism Awareness Day, and like how my view on it has changed. It's an amazing day, and we're so proud, and we are so honored to be a part of the autism community and the vlog squad and friends with you guys, and just the connections we've made and the way our lives have changed for the better because of autism. So I don't know, when we first got the diagnosis, I think I always felt like it was just a day that it was a bigger day. Does that make sense? Like, we would wear blue. I don't know why this year, maybe because of what, I feel like every day is Autism Awareness Day here, and I think because of what's going on in the world, I just haven't, you're gonna come sit with me? We just haven't really, like, I don't know. I know, we
could
look
have warned
rough.
me about my bangs, bro.
You could have warned, you look like you're gonna speak to a manager because it's spiking right here. It's fine,
My name's Karen and I want to talk to your manager, like, now.
Yeah, we're thriving. So regardless, it's not that I don't think it's worth celebrating. It just wasn't on my radar this year, and it's been heavily on my radar like every year. And I'm 1000% sure it's because of obviously what's going on.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, it's because of what's going on. I mean, we talked about it yesterday. We had a conversation about it, but you know, for us, we're doing this every day. It doesn't take away from what the day means and what it reaches a whole new audience.
Yeah, and that's the whole purpose of it, is to spread awareness to people who aren't as autism aware. So that is really what its purpose is, and that's what is like what we need to be cognizant of. And like, I feel like that's why it's so important that we do talk about autism as often as we do, just so people can see different versions of different lives and the ways kids struggle and the way they succeed in different ways. I mean, every single person on the autism spectrum is vastly different. None of them are the same. So I think that's what we're all trying to do. Right,
and that's kind of what my point was. I made a post about it today. But that's kind of what my point was. I mean, before, autism was just a word. It was just a word that had a definition. And now there's faces to put with that. Also, the great thing about our little group that we've formed is it shows how some of the younger crowd within our next generations coming around are so aware of what's going on.
And like, not just aware, but kind.
Exactly.
So I think because we have been surrounded by such a strong, great, amazing group of friends, family, and people, our town, everyone.
And you guys too.
Yeah, and like, we found a community here on social media. So I think maybe that's why it wasn't also on our radar, is because we're like, oh, look at this community that we all have. It's like all these people who are so aware and love our kids, and it's hard to think that there's people who really aren't aware, but there are. So that's definitely, I think, what this is all about. So it's not just about blue and like puzzle pieces and all that. It's more like just making that conversation with someone who may say something in the store that is a little ignorant, or they may just not know or understand, and if you do, and just explain it to them, like, those are the kinds of things that make people aware. So just like, be a good person.
What's great about now is you can put faces to a diagnosis and what that means.
And you can see it from the different faces that you've been, you know, like in contact with, like your friend's neighbor or your cousin or your brother, or you know what I mean, like, or Ella or Abby or Braylee or Kadale, like any Jen. It's like all of them are so different.
Yes. What's great is every day we can celebrate something new with Ella that she's learned or mastered, or figured out.
Or gotten better at.
Exactly.
Or something we thought would never happen.
Right. I mean, you saw that yesterday. This will be probably a couple days out, but they saw that in the vlog with Ella researching music. She's never done that. Mm-hmm. And that's something new.
And her liking music. That's
exactly.
something new. It's just...
For me, the shining light or the bright spot in this whole thing of being home with Ella and that is we get to teach her things and see her thrive and how she uses them.
It's so rewarding.
Right.
Like, it really is probably one of the best experiences. It's exhausting.
Of course. I mean, look at us. Yeah.
We're so tired. But it's not bad.
No.
It's just exhausting. And it's different. And we're getting used to it. And the world is weird. But watching her learn has been probably one of the greatest joys of my life. And if and when the day comes back that she is back in Bass or in school or wherever, I don't know where this is going.
Wherever the journey takes
wherever
us.
this ends up, I will be so sad because I feel really grateful and like I've just loved being here with her and seeing her mind go and just learn. And we've come a long way. And what's a stinker is for so long we hid from the world like this because we had a few bad experiences or it was hard or people didn't understand or we would be so defensive. We were always on guard and we let that guard down over the last year and a half and now we're kind of back to where we started.
Yep.
But this is still a beautiful thing that we're experiencing with her. It's just we get to experience her in a new way and it's just nice. So
yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong, we got to see her on the weekends and we saw her in the afternoons, but
it's not the same.
This is different because we get to see, you know, by the time they get off school, just like any child, they're shut down. They don't want to deal with.
Yeah, they're done. She works hard. She works really hard.
So getting to see her when she's learning and when she's fresh, like in the mind, like she's ready to learn whatever she can take in. It's a great thing to experience, especially for me. I never have gotten this with her. So every day I can teach her something different or work with her on something, a life skill, or just doing the little things, and that means a ton. I mean, it's rewarding. It's tiring. It's exhausting, but when she masters it and does it, it's very rewarding. And
to watch her take interest in something and immerse herself in everything about it, it's like something I strive for. I would love that. Like, I obviously love YouTube and stuff, but like to want to learn things the way that Ella wants to learn about the things she loves or the things she takes interest in is something to admire. And I hope that everyone sees that in every child, human person with autism is like, there's so much in them and it's such a blessing. And I'm so sad that we missed out on world life experiences with her in her early years. But I think it really shaped us this year, like experiencing life with her. So we're going to take this in. And even though it's a weird day and it feels like that has taken over, it's just like, I don't know, take some time today, watch our videos, watch, you know, all of our friends' videos, obviously in the vlog squad. Check out somebody's channel with autism or somebody you love on Facebook. I know there's so many of like families over there, and share it on your personal Facebook or YouTube page, or share it with a friend, or send it in a text, or just share it with someone and make them more aware. Yeah,
spread awareness. I mean, that's what
and more than anything, it's acceptance. I mean, the world is getting very aware, but I think acceptance is the key here.
Acceptance is the key.
We are so grateful for you guys. So you're a huge part of our autism story and our autism lives and our lives in general. So we're super grateful. And I know you guys are all doing great things out in the world. So let's just all be positive.
Well, they may not be out in the world right now, but
I know you guys are doing really great things inside your homes. Hang in there, friends.
Yes, hang in there. We're going to get through this together, and we'll come out on the other side and hopefully be better people.
With like really overgrown eyebrows, dark circles, and terrible hair.
You pretty much just described me. Thanks a lot.
And myself. We look so rough. We look rough, but we're happy.
We are. Honestly, I'm happy. I mean, I'm not happy that this is going on in the world, but...
No, we really are enjoying our time together as a family.
Exactly. We're starting... I mean, don't get me wrong. We fight. We bicker at each other, but...
Yeah. Whew.
But at the end of the day, we're blessed to be able to spend this time with family.
So freaking blessed.
So those of you that are essential and are out there working,
we're so grateful for you. We are so grateful for you. You have no idea.
Yep.
And we're going to keep doing our best to make sure that you guys stay safe. And until tomorrow.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
I promise I'll look better next video.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Let's make sure they can actually see the style because it just looks like you have bangs, but like what happens is he's got bangs.
And then I have 45 cowlicks all the way around.
And then it's like spiked up right here. So it looks like you literally have like
I look like what's
Kate plus A.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That means you're John.
Oh.
Got her.